Hey Cancers, and welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for the month of June. Okay, so for this month, let's begin. So where are you right now, Cancers? And right now, your situation is being represented with the Moon card. Okay, it's a beautiful card. So before I explain to you how is this card related to you and your feelings, let's have a look at this card. So you see in this card we've got two towers. They represent anxiety, fears, okay, difficult times in our life. We've got here a dog and a wolf, and they represent anything that we tame within us, any kind of negative emotion we suppressed in order to keep control on the emotional level, to be in balance, okay, because there's some things perhaps from our past in us that we choose to hide from anyone, and we choose to hide it, at the bottom of our heart, because we know that if this comes to surface, it would really hurt us and affect our lives. So we choose to forget and hide it, okay? But you see, here we've got a path, a long yellow path, and this is a path to unconsciousness, okay? And the moon here on this card is illuminating the path to your unconscious mind. Okay, and this is where you are right now, Cancer. Right now, whether you like it or not, there are some messages, something's coming up, from your unconsciousness mind, something that you would perhaps try to hide from yourself, something that it's not that you were not aware of it, but perhaps it's been so many years that you forgot about it, and you forgot about it. You go over, you moved on, it was years ago, but now something perhaps happened that made your unconscious mind to be shaken, to be awakened, okay? And the moon is trying to lead you to your consciousness by illuminating the unconscious path, okay, of the path of unconsciousness. Basically, so you might be feeling right now, you might experiencing the feelings of anxiety, fear. You might be confused. Why am I thinking about this right now? This happened years ago, okay? But what you must understand, Cancer, is with this card, it's important sometimes for us to have access to whatever's been hidden within us, okay, whatever secrets we've been keeping inside, or secrets that perhaps other people know about us, because at the bottom of the deck of this reading we've got the High Priestess. So the whole reading here, the energy is based around is basically based around mystery, unconsciousness, some secrets being revealed, okay, perhaps about you. And so going back to the Moon card, the reason why sometimes our mind, unconscious mind, is revealing those things from the past that we rather not know about, is for us to have a healthier life, okay? To be more emotionally healthy, because the unconscious mind is aware that, I'm talking about unconscious mind if it was a human, but basically, in other words, if this unconscious, whatever's been in the unconscious department of our brain is not revealed to the surface, it will keep bothering us throughout our life. There will be different experiences, different events, different people coming into our life and triggering whatever happened, and it's been kept in our unconscious mind, okay? So this could be something from the past, from your childhood, for example, yeah? Perhaps you got hurt many years ago, but you chose to forget, okay? But perhaps what you've been experiencing recently is that, something might have triggered those emotions, and you feel like this unconsciousness, those feelings that's been tamed, that you thought were in control, they did not seem stable, okay? They're not being controlled. They seem a little bit unstable, and this is why you've got the Moon card, this is where you are right now. Okay, this might be one interpretation. Another one might be you might be in a situation right now, whether it's love related, whether it's work related, take as it resonates with you, where the situation isn't as bad as it seems to you, as it is really. Okay, but it may seem to you that it's a risk to take this situation or to be involved in this situation, but it's not. It's all to do with what you've experienced in the past. Okay, the past experiences. Your unconscious mind is being awakened because this something reminds you of something from the past. Okay, so you might be living in your head right now, whatever decision you're making, you might be disillusioned. Okay, you might if whatever decisions you're making right now, you got to make sure that you're not using your imagination too much. Okay, you need to see things for what they are, because what you're looking at right now, it might not be what it is. Okay, because you might be thinking too much about what you've experienced, because your unconscious mind is perhaps speaking to you right now and you are afraid. Okay, now let's look at anything that might be crossing you, might help you in this situation. Okay, or might be making it more difficult in a way. And we've got here 6 of Cups. Okay, so again, just like I said, it's to do with the past experiences. Okay, so what this card is telling you, Cancer, perhaps it would be a good idea for you to go down the memory lane and go back to you being a child, or some kind of past experiences that were very meaningful to you, that perhaps something happened to you in the past that might be affecting your present. Okay, so you might be not aware of it, but if you do that, if you go back there and you think about why why things happened the way they did, maybe you'll be able to understand yourself better. Do not let the past define your present. I know it's easier said than done, Cancer, but it's very important that you go back to your past, you erase your inner child. Okay, you look into anything that has been affecting your life, perhaps some kind of patterns of your behaviors. Okay, you gotta go back there and stop crying over spilled milk, and basically, if there's something that needs work on, do that. Okay, because that's what the unconscious mind is telling you. Okay, go back to your past, erase your inner child, because perhaps you living in the past without realizing something is really being affecting your present, and this is why you're being disillusioned, you're being confused, anxious, afraid. Okay, you might be right now thinking of making decisions that are not really right because you've been living in your imaginary world. Or you might be thinking that something is the way it is, but it's not. Maybe it's not as bad as you think. Now, let's look at any subconscious mind. And we've got here Page of Cups. And again, on a subconscious level, that Page of Cups represents the inner energy, like child again. So you might be receiving messages right now from your inner child. Okay, like I've talked about it here. Go back to your inner child, go down the memory lane, think about anything that was like a hot moment in your life, a moment that basically change everything, in terms of your interactions with people, perhaps. And on a subconscious level, you are receiving messages from your intuition. Okay, your unconsciousness, the voice of unconsciousness is speaking to you, giving you messages. You might be experiencing dreams, messages. There might be some messages in your dreams. Okay, if you are psychic, some of you might be with this card at the moment. You might be right now very, very prone to emotions. You might be very emotional. Your intuition is very sharp right now, so listen to it. Okay, now let's look at any past influences that might have led you to looking into your unconscious mind, something that triggered this situation. And we've got here the Hangman. Okay, And the hangman is basically someone who's unable to make a decision, who's stuck in his life for some reasons, okay? He's comfortable for a moment, he needs to meditate. So perhaps you were in a situation that left you feeling, oh my goodness, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I really need some time for myself. I gotta meditate on this situation. I gotta take my time. I'm not ready to move forward. I'm not ready to move backwards, okay? And I pulled 2 more clarifications cards, and we got here 8 of Wands and Queen of Swords, okay? So to me, it looks like, you know, what happened in the past. There was some quick exchange of words, hurtful words, okay? Because the Queen of Swords, she's not beating around the bush. She tells people how it is. She can be very ruthless in her words, okay? And this person, this doesn't have to be feminine energy. I mean, it's a feminine energy, but it could be a man or a woman in your life. They talk to you, they said something to you that left you feeling this way, okay? And trigger your past, perhaps trigger your unconscious mind and something that happened to you in the past, okay? And this is why you feeling like right now, you know, you gotta think, why am I feeling this way? And you start feeling, oh my goodness, whatever this person told me, the way they made me feel, I felt like this before. Yes. And then perhaps the unconscious mind is telling, yes, you did, and I'm trying to show you why and when you felt like this, okay? And it was because of something that happened in the past. Perhaps the feeling that was triggered within you because of this person or this people, this ruthless situation, ruthless words, hurtful situation, okay? Perhaps unexpected, left you feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely thrown off balance, I'm stuck. I felt like this before, and then you realize, oh yes, that was like years ago. I felt like this before, and you're going back. Then perhaps you went back. You are going back you know, to be in tune in a way with your inner child, because someone has triggered those emotions in you, and now your unconscious mind is telling you why you're feeling the way you're feeling, okay? Because it was so deeply hidden in you that perhaps you've forgotten. It is painful, but I think this is a karmic situation, okay? Karmic situation means that we meet people or such situation happen in our life for a reason, so we could go back to past and clear anything that is stopping us from being happy. And whenever unconsciousness is turned into consciousness, and we are able to, you know, accept and acknowledge that, we can have a happier life, and we can avoid making the same mistakes over and over again. And we can make sure that next time when, you know, someone is triggering, will somehow try to trigger our emotions, okay? We will know how to, you know, stop that from happening. And I'm not saying that this person was actually ruthless. Maybe what they did is that maybe they weren't as ruthless. They just made you feel hurt. But maybe it's not them who hurt you. Maybe it's your memories, okay, that basically hurting you. And because you are afraid of your past, because of what happened in the past, you left. This situation made you left feeling like this, okay? It's not necessarily the people. It's the people in your life that perhaps you had a past connection with. Maybe you were together in your past life, okay? And they here for a reason. Karmic situation, karmic relationships, karmic people, for you to get in touch with your intuition and to put you on a path to your consciousness, okay? So I think it's beautiful. But it is painful, and it's kind of, you know, it's shakes your world and everything around. Now let's look at where you're putting your energy right now, Cancer. And right now you are acting like the Knight of Swords, okay? So you are perhaps charging ahead of you. You are not afraid. You've got some kind of aim or goal, and you know, you are, you know, racing towards it. without actually thinking what's ahead of you. So if that's what you're doing right now, and I don't know why would you be doing this, you might be trying to fight this person, okay, the Queen of Swords, who made you feel this way, okay, because the natural human defensive strategy is to fight back. So that's what you're perhaps doing right now. But what you must understand, Cancer, is that, the Knight of Swords, yes, he's very brave, he's confident, perhaps a bit aggressive, strong, but he doesn't foresee what's ahead of him. He's so impulsive that, he might end up losing the battle because he may not he may not predict that there might be an army of 100 soldiers ahead of him, okay? So make sure you don't act in a hasty way, okay? And, because right now you're fighting, and I feel like you're fighting this situation, you're fighting the person or people who trigger those emotions, from the past, okay, that made you feel like, you're stuck, you didn't know what to do. This is where you are right now, Cancer. Now let's look at the near future. In the near future, we've got here 7 of Pentacles, okay. Well, this could go 2 ways, but I feel like in your reading, this basically telling you that you'll be patient, you'll be waiting on some results of your work. Perhaps you'll be putting effort into your work, you'll be focusing on your work, but in the near future you'll be waiting for the outcome of your hard work, okay? I feel like this card basically is inviting you, is telling you that in the near future, you need to be patient, Cancer, okay? You'll be waiting patiently, and patience pays off, okay? So that's what the card is telling you, okay? It might be to do with your unconscious messages, the secrets or mystery about your personality being revealed, about your past and how this is affecting your present, okay? Just wait, okay? Let these things unfold. Don't rush. Just be patient, okay? Now let's look at the how do you see yourself right now? And right now, Cancer, the way you see yourself is with Wheel of Fortune, okay? So I feel like right now, you see yourself as if, you can't control everything in life, okay? Because despite the fact perhaps you've had everything under control, you see someone came around with this quick communication in your life, okay? And left you feeling like this, okay? And basically made you think of something that happened in the past and thrown you off the balance a little bit, okay? So you can't really, now you know that, you can only be responsible for what you can be responsible in your life, but you can't control everything, okay? Because there are some things in life that got to be left to universe. So perhaps, like I said, right now you are very much in tune with your intuition. You are very, your intuition is very sharp. So you now realizing that some things in life got to be left to universe to sort out, okay? And I've pulled out 2 clarification cards because I wanted to know more about this situation. How do you see yourself? It looks like, the reason why you're feeling this way is because with 8 of Swords, you were, in the past, you were blocked. You were unable to make a decision, okay? But it was all to do with your thinking. You were the prison of your thoughts. Like I said, this might be to do with the past, your inner child, because it's not, that's how you see yourself. Because you see, it's not, in this card with 8 of Swords, it's not how people see you. It's basically you, okay? You put yourself in that situation with your thinking, overthinking, okay? And only you can get yourself out of this prison because you put yourself in this prison with your thoughts, okay? Perhaps you couldn't control your thoughts. And with Five of Swords. It looks like, you know, it looks to me as if you got away with something. Some people, you know, walk away from you. There was some kind of betrayal here, okay? Victory. Not really sure how these two are related, okay? But to do with the Wheel of Fortune, basically, that you can't control whoever, you know, when you know, your thoughts sometimes. You can't control when people come and, you know, try to fight you. You know, maybe they got away with something, but they may, you know, get found out later. And you can't control people's words, people's, you know, people will hurt you and they'll put you in that situation. But, you know, people can try to hurt you and have a battle with you, but only you can allow them to get to you, okay? Only you can put yourself in this situation, okay? In the prison of your thoughts, okay? And just like you can only put yourself, you can only get yourself out of here, okay? Now, let's see how people see you. And the way people see you is if, you know, you are unable to make a decision. You are being emotionally and mentally blocked, okay? You kind of you've been ignoring the decision that got to be made, or something that needs to come to surface, okay? But you need to make this decision. You need to do this because with the moon rising indicates that this decision will give you a new beginning in life, a new stage, but only if you make this decision, okay? And a full clarification card, it's because of love. There's some kind of decision, love related, okay, that you gotta make, okay? Love decisions related. Perhaps, like I said, something to do with your past inner child is affecting your choice in love, the choices you make in love, or whatever situation you experience in love department right now. So take as it resonates with you. Now, the guidance from universe, Knight of Cups, take it slow, okay? Yes, I mean, you can be, you know, basically, I feel like someone might be coming your way with offer of love. They're coming slowly, okay? They will be offering you love. They'll be very slow in their actions, okay? Or this could be you. Perhaps you should slow down. You should take it easy, okay? Don't rush into anything. Take it slow, okay? It looks like the offer of love is coming your way, okay? Or you giving it to someone. And go for it. That's what the universe is telling you, okay? Hope this resonates with you. Bye!